Hello and welcome back to another Stack vs. Stack, sponsored by IMA. This is the second game today, which will be played on Yukon. On Team 1, we have Jeffrey, Sammy, Bob, Quiz, and... yeah, actually, wait, that's it. Yeah, for Team 1. Team 2, we have Hi Mars, Prone, Trojan, and Sweaty Nerd. So the teams are a little bit mixed up, but overall, these are pretty much the same players trying to be kept rotating in and out. There's basically a set of teams, 3 teams, I believe, that are basically going to be playing against each other over and over and over. That way we could see more cohesive team play, get better adapted fleets, and just try to get more organized team play going on a more organized schedule. I'd like to see how far this goes. I think it's really cool that we are getting interest for more organized team play. I really enjoy casting these kind of games where you see teams actually working together, designing fleets together from the ground up instead of just a bunch of random 3Ks that are kind of bolted together. Those get kind of boring. But when you have people designing full 12Ks of fleets complementing each other, that's when you can see a lot of cool strategies emerge. And we saw that from last game where, OSP had so many rocket shuttles that kind of just scattered around the map and was able to punch up into these beam DDs, catching them in off angles, and that worked out very well for OSP. We'll see if they do manage to do that this game. Judging by the deploys, there's a whole lot more scattered deploys on OSP side than ANS. So that leads me to believe that there's a bit less beam DDs on ANS side this game. So let's take a look. Burning in, we have a liner, 250 liner, played bottom center? This is underneath the wall here. But we'll take a look what's in this fleet. So this is Prone's fleet. Prone is... oh, wait. Okay, so Prone is running the cap fleet. A 250 liner, probably Safari underneath this wall. And then a bunch of these meat cap journeymans, which basically abuse the fact that the structure hitbox of the journeyman is only in the back section, so you could tank with a whole spatula part in the front and take no damage. Let's see, then what are these? Just gun shuttles? Yeah, gun shuttles. Heimar is running 450cc and 450 liner. Sweaty Nord 450cc, 450 liner. I think these are the same fleets. No? Okay, they're named differently. And Trojan Shadow running 250 liners with rocket shuttles. On the opposite side, we have Jeffrey running a double CL group. This probably has missiles. Yes, it does. SvH. Bob is running a... ooh. Okay, a beam missile Axford. That'll be very fun to watch. Coupled with a beam DD with a CLS, 2 CLS3s. I think these have torpedoes in them. Yes, they do. And then Spinner, Quiz is running the cap fleet. Or... okay, Quiz is running a... I wonder if these are the cruise torps. A torpedo voxel. I think these are cruise torps. Oh man, I want to see how these work out. And then Quiz also has a beam DD. 2 beam DDs. Meanwhile, Sammy running a 450 battleship. Pretty standard.
The enemy is securing zone Eclipse.
Alright. Off the rip, we have a cap advantage for OSP. Capping D first and starting the cap for E
the enemy earlier. Zone Dagger. The enemy is securing
I thought ANS was going to go for a E poke here, but the voxels, instead of going for E, kind of shifted this way.
The enemy secured zone Boxer.
Bob taking the torpedo axe for dead center, looking to play this cliff or this sandwich of rocks here. This is a very good spot for it. But look, though, they do have to be careful because rocket shuttles can hurt axers, especially if you get close, and especially if there's only 2 defenders on this thing, an arc per side. But this does have a beam, and this does have torpedoes to really basically one-shot any liner that might pop up around the edge. There's actually a lot of torpedoes on the ANS side. You have a torpedo voxel here, a torpedo axerd, and a torpedo equipped beam DD.
Securing zone Atlas.
Alright, I I'm not sure if Quiz is in position right now. Quiz should be able to beam this, although... Yeah, he's tasking right now. I think he'll have it. He'll be fine. This thing is locked. It's kind of a little bit of an ego check here by Prone, just saying, like, I don't... He's telling their opponents that he doesn't believe that they can deny A. And you're facing, you know, another stack. Though, where's the beam? Come on, Quiz, beam it. He's not in range? Ah, there we go. Alright, now it's dead. Yeah, capping A like that should never work. Unless it's like a huge skill issue on anyone's part, really, on the defending side. HIMARS is... I don't know why this Ocello is here. Oh, were they expecting a E-poke, which is why he put it here so he could push toward this rock and catch some voxels. Funnily enough, Prone stepped off E, and they lost the cap advantage. Oh man! All right, Trojan Shadow tries to do a page out of Quiz's playbook here. We call it the Quiz Gambit, where you just rush a Sundrive rocket shuttle through C, which will likely deny any sprinter capping C. But Quiz doesn't want to die to his own strategies, has Beam DD in orbit here, ready to catch any shuttle that pops over this ledge. Very good. But also, I approve of the play from Trojan. This is a gamble, like most of these plays will be, but they work out quite often. Although, once more and more people catch on to it, their success rate will plummet. Alright, BB and... Why is this not firing back? Do they not have this on track? They don't see this. Huh. They need to get the Bloodhound pointed toward it. Yeah, there you go. He's sweeping. BB will be slotted soon. Oh, just barely out of range, I think. There we go. Should be on. What? There, on site. Good. Alright, SL should start returning fire now. Ooh, torpedoes out! Oh, onto Trojans! LN! Oh, get face checked by a Torp CH here. This is... Oh, this is super funny. Can this command Haj? Trojan, where are your... Okay, Warbler's on. Oh, I think the police will catch it. Alright. Very good. Very well done by... Wait. Oh, he got hit. When did he get hit? Wow. That is so... What? Wait, was it just beam damage? Wow. Okay. This is a crazy beam aim point. Snipes only the drive, barely clips anything else, kills the LDS, kills the CIC, then jumps over and kills the other CIC. What? I thought that... This is surgical precision. That beam... Whoever's aiming that beam needs to get promoted. Alright, 450 exchange. Voxels are taking fire. You don't want to be taking this fight. Are the jammers on? Jammers are on, but this is still locked. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be locking it. I think it's this still. Because it is shining a floodlight. This is why floodlights are good. CL is taking a little bit of damage here. You don't want to be taking 450 damage if you can't help it. Especially against an Ocello, because you're not really going to do much damage back at it. Meanwhile, this Ocello is just orbit dodging. Wait. Oof. It could use a bit more, well, what is this? This is a 450? Yeah, you should probably double drive this. Take out the mount gyros. these were double raided or raider whip, you'll be able to dodge a lot better, especially against a BB in open space. Trojan repairs this liner. Chooses to get only one of the CICs back up. Not a bad choice. But he knows that there's a Torp Axer there now. And is wisely respecting it. Heimar's coming around the flank from the side. That cello that we saw in the beginning of the game that's kind of off on this map edge is now kind of rotating around. Not a bad position because from this angle you can flush out from the side a lot of these torpedo spots. And oh no, Quiz, your Torp box! Oh, this is heartbreaking. Oh, caught almost on a broadside against 250. No, wait, this is a 450. No significant damage. He'll have to repair the bullseye to get this back, but okay. The fact that he hasn't fired makes me think that these are not cruise torps, but these are hot launched. Or, sorry, no. They're direct launched. He has cold and hot mixed in to get a double saddle size. Alright, Sammy feeling pretty confident. He's pushing the BB closer to A point, trying to push this Acela back. Meanwhile, OSB is respecting the BB and then also respecting this Axer. They're kind of corralling ANS this side of the map, as you can see. They've taken up a lot of aggressive positions here. And kind of just avoiding this BB. Because, you don't really need to fight this right now. The Cello can fight it, because you could just orbit dodge. Well, you should be able to orbit dodge. Looks like it's doing an okay job. Oh. Decoy container. Baits out the beam DD. Not even the fact that it, like, makes it burn its beam. What it does is it makes it so that the DD is now just facing the wrong way. Good rocket strike and guns. This beam DD is dead. Well done by the team here. Prone and Trojan amassing at the same time, going for this beam DD. And whoever fired that decoy launcher, that was also a very good play. Alright, Jeffrey trying to make a play onto D here, but this meat... Okay, well, the meat journeyman's supposed to be able to stop this, but you won't stop it if you are pointed like this. I don't know what the heading is. Yeah, I don't know why it's pointed this way. You need to be tanking with the spatula to prevent the damage from happening. And if you're broadside, well, the damage is going to go into your very, very squishy center stack here. Okay, I say squishy, but this is not very squishy. This is very reinforced. But, even as a DCX, oh my god. But, this is a lot squishier than the spatula, because the spatula is infinite damage tank.
The enemy is securing zone Comet.
Alright. Prone, onto C. ANS does not have anything here to stop it. I think C will get flipped. Meanwhile, a spinner goes to A, and there are two liners here. They are firing. This will be pretty close. We'll see how it does. Yeah, we're gonna watch this one because C is going to get capped, I believe. A getting flipped would be very big. Well, actually, it'll just be less bad for ANS at this point. Quiz turning the spinner, yeah, turning the spinner long ways like that, the 250 is going to fuse, that A will die. Yeah, there you go. So, they had the journeyman, Prone now has the journeyman pointed face on against these voxels, and even though this thing is structure broken, you can see the structure broke icon here, it's going to be fine. All these shells that hit the spatula will do no damage. Although, shells that hit up here will do damage. However, a lot of that can be repaired. If Prone actually micros this, you can just queue all these components right here. And since they're all R-tagged, it will be very difficult to kill. Alright, C getting flipped means that OSP's got a 3 cap advantage to 1 on ANS's side. That's not good. ANS needs to make a play here. This fight here is taking way too long. 3k assets versus what? This is like a 600 point asset. Needs to take D like immediately to stop this point difference. Right now they're tied, but it's going to start ramping up very, very quickly. Meanwhile, BB's been trading fire with, oh well, I guess the 450 liner and the cello. Pretty minor damage across both.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
OSP going for A. I don't think ANS is anything ready to stop that.
Securing Zone Comet.
They will likely take C back again. Oh. I wonder if the rocket shuttle can deny C. That'll be very big if it does. Oh, one of the main engines got shot out. This thing will be a little bit slowed down. Yeah, I think C will get flipped. And A will also get flipped. This is not even being shot at. Boxes are going to get blasted. By what? 250? It's a 250. Alright, so the Voxes got a flank onto...
Zone Atlas.
Well, not really a flank. It's now got out of the spatula aim point and is now firing at the critical components. Although I think Jeffrey just switched fire over to this. This is a pretty poor track to be firing on. The spread is not great. Though aligners are huge, so this will just hit anyway. Oh, C doesn't get flipped. I think this rocket shuttles did it. Take a look at the damage marks here. Yeah, that's rocket impact. Ooh, ANS is just losing a lot of ground here. This Axer probably should have been in position to deny C. It has a beam. It should have been able to do it. Alright, missiles out from Jeffrey. These are Heckby shots. Onto the Journeyman? No, onto the liner. These are going to get rocked. Yeah, these are going to get rocked. Oof, that hurts. The Boxers don't have that much ammo. That many missiles to just lose like that. Alright, take a look at the BB. Alright, BB's starting to take a little bit more damage now. Still has quite a bit of restores remaining. Light of Vitals is still up. But the cannons are down to around 50 to 60%. Meanwhile, the Ocello is perfectly fine. Yeah, I haven't seen Quiz use this torpedo box yet. I feel like he's waiting. Like one of these targets will be a prime targets, but you're losing out really quickly right now. You need to make a play to have. You need to make a play very soon here. 4 capped on Yukon. Indeed, B will very likely go to OSP as there are no assets nearby to deny this. This rocket shell is just burning. 65 meters a second. This will get here in no time. This thing flies faster than a sturgeon. Alright. Oh, man. Jeffrey, need to take D. There's nothing here. Just detach your spinner and go for it. But it's already too late. I think, yeah, I think this is going to get blasted here. 2 liners. Sweaty Nerd and Prone. Unmasking at the same time. This is a very wonderful little dance. Good team coordination here. I'm unmasking at the same time to dump both autoloaders. This thing took no damage. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That took no damage. I thought this Vox will be very much dead. I mean, it's going to take damage now. Alright, missiles out. Let's take a look. Heck P, Heck P, Heck P. Command Saw, Command E. Oh, holy cow, these are really expensive. Command Haj. Decoy container out, and a Hell-Droid coming out from prone. AMMs. 2 land. That really didn't do that much damage. Yeah, these voxels are gonna die.
The enemy is securing zone boxer. The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Yeah. At this range, while locked, oof. These voxels are going to go down very quickly. D is getting flipped, but not for long. Meanwhile, I think OSP is about to take a 5 cap here, as Trojan grabs B. Torpedoes out onto this cell. This cell is pretty messed up. I think it took some beam hits. I think it did. But is there a jammer? There is a ball. Missed. Yep. Oh, does one land? One lands in the bridge. That won't do any damage. Alright, Quiz diving out with his voxel. This is just a Hail Mary play. I think he's dead. I don't think this is going to do much.
Zone boxer. We are contesting zone dagger.
What's he aiming at? Oh, he's trying to get the spotlight on point.
The enemy is securing zone common.
Alright, here comes the programming. I hear it. Cold launch first, then hot launch second. No, wait, just a bunch of cold. Okay, there's a hot. But they all sync up. The third wave of hot syncing up with the first wave of cold. Except, I think he's gonna get rocked. Super unfortunate. And I think that's pretty much game. Good dodge by Trojan, seeing that happen. I think they saw that this was a voxel, or a torpedo voxel earlier, so they know what to expect. This is a Helljoy missile, yeah. Container with a very large blast frag warhead with an SSJ on it. They could deny bombers, they could kill torpedoes, they could kill pretty much any fat missiles fired at it. And they also act as a killjoy. That's the name. D gets one-liner versus this Vox. This Vox is going down soon. Meanwhile, the BB is on C. At least that means that OSP won't be able to ever take that. But ANS needs like 2 other points. Yeah, Quiz's voxel is dead here. Wasn't able to do too much. And then Bob's sprinter trying to make a Hail Mary play onto E, but look at here, there's a whole nother meat journeyman sitting on E point. Yeah, that's never gonna get capped. Oof, this voxel is just a drive and just a CIC. And the radar. And there goes the radar. This thing's dead. Good maneuver play from OSP. A lot of their assets are, you can see how dispersed they are around the map. And they're all playing near cover. It's just unfortunate that none of ANS's torpedo is pretty much connected. This Axford hasn't really been able to do too much. It's only got half its magazine of torpedoes left and a full health beam. But it's just hard to get, they couldn't find the engagements that they wanted. I don't know why they really backed off out of this A plate. Like, when the Axford was right here and they first saw that liner, I think you should just pushed it. Like, you're a torpedo Axford. You just kill everything in this close quarter combat. But at this point, OSP is just going to be playing the mop-up game. I would like to see... I'm surprised this is... They just need to kill this thing. Why is it not dead yet? Oh, it's firing 100 mil AP into it. Alright. Vox is out of the game. Quiz is pretty much out of the game except 1 beam DD left. Bob's axe for charging against this one-liner. I think this one-liner is going to be... Yeah, I think he's going to play like Ring Around the Rosie on this rock. They should see this Axford coming, right? They don't? Huh. They see that. They see the BB. They have no idea this Axford's here. What will Trojan do? Where is he moving? He's backing up.
We are contesting Zone Dagger.
Oh, here they come, rounding the corner. I would have liked to see this. It would have been really funny if this shuttle went up first,
The enemy
and then
is securing Zone Boxer.
the Axer dumps its entire load onto the shuttle, thinking it's the liner. Actually, I don't think this knows the liner's here. Neither are tracked. But looks like ANS is calling GG. Alright, I'll take a look at the damage counts. I don't expect anything amazing out of anyone out of this game, as it was a very decisive, like, just outmaneuver play by OSP. ANS's main combat assets kind of just got picked apart. They got caught out and then got corralled into a section of the map until it was too late. There's a beam. Torpedoes are out. These are corked.
The enemy is securing Zone Comet.
And it is dead. The rest of the liners pop up around the cover and just dump their entire autoloaders into this thing. B goes out, and does this even have torpedoes left? I don't think so. Yeah, there it is. Take a look at the after action report here. Alright, not bad damage from the voxels, but they botched a lot of the missile strikes here. And looking at the missile strike, one hit from a S3H Heck missile only did 60 damage. The other one only did 900. These really did not do much damage due to the geometry of Heck. Let's take a look at the other one. This one connected a little bit better. Well, I mean, they connected 2 missiles for this. 6 missiles total connected and only 5k damage, 6k. Yeah, only 14k off that fleet. Quizzes. Torpedo Vox got no value, unfortunate. The BB also was just stuck dueling the entire game. On the opposite side, we got the Journeyman tanking 8,500 damage. And that doesn't even include damage tanked by the Spatula. This SL did pretty well, tanked the BB for quite a long time. And 17k off Trojan's 250 liner. Well done. 27,000, I think. But yeah, GG's.